Today we have with us Ron Gupta, a world-renowned architect and entrepreneur who has performed pioneering work in the mission-critical facilities for major financial services, pharmaceutical and telecommunication clients.
More to that, Ron is a visionary who, through his philanthropy, aims to build a sustainable future solving global challenges. Among his many philanthropical works, Ron is a patron of the Ranbir and Chitra School of Infrastructure at IIT Kharagpur, funding several chair professorships and student grants.
I'm Raj. I'm a student of mechanical engineering. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Good morning, Raj. Very nice to meet you.
Okay. So I'm sort of interested in asking you a few questions. I would start with asking, what is your philosophy of giving back and how do you think your gift can make a difference for the institute?
Good. That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Giving back is something I look at as an extended part of education. That education really has three phases. The first phase where you go through formal training, formal education at a school like IIT. Phase 2 is applying that knowledge into your practical life, either as a teacher or as a professional or anything else that you would like to do. And phase 3, what you're calling as giving back, is really not giving back. It's extending your education by applying the assets that you have earned or learned through working and teaching back into the school that you started from. So that's what really giving back to me is. It's coming back to the roots where you started from and applying what you've learned in a positive and a progressive manner.
That's great of you. So as your entrepreneur yourself, what kind of advice will you give for the budding entrepreneurs of IIT Kharagpur?
Okay. Well, in terms of advice, I mean, most IIT students are bright enough that they really do not need advice per se. But there are certain common elements that one can see in people that are successful. Okay, and these common elements to me are: number one, applying the knowledge of learning in a logical manner. That you're learning how to learn. And as you go in life, the problems you face are going to change. So you have to be able to adapt to those problems. So learn how to learn and then apply that methodology to any problem whatsoever that you face. Second is being passionate. You have to be passionate about what you do. You cannot just say, well, it's another job, or I'm just doing something for the sake of it. You have to be very, very passionate about what you do, whether it's in school, in business, or practice. And third is maintaining a level of integrity. That one of the things we learn is be integral, be truthful, do the things in a professional and business-like manner, but be very, very integral. So integrity is extremely important. And lastly, I like to say that don't ever give up. You start something, you fail. That's okay. Try again, try again, try again. So don't fail.
Thank you for the wonderful advice, sir.
Thank you, sister.
The question to you is that how you envision your gift to the Ranbir and Chitra School of Infrastructure Design and Management to actually see the difference over here at IIT Kharagpur?
Okay. Again, that's a very good question. As you know, I'm an architectural graduate, but I worked as an architect and as a computer entrepreneur. And about 9 years ago, when the then director and I talked about an endowment to IIT Kharagpur, we talked about various possibilities. The challenge of the hour for India at that time was the fragility of its infrastructure. That was very, very weak, and it needed to be built up. So instead of developing another arm of the Department of Architecture, we felt that a new school of infrastructure design and management be opened. The purpose behind the infrastructure school is to prepare today's professionals for conceiving and delivering infrastructure projects on a fast-track basis. As you know, the infrastructure projects typically take years and years. It takes 10 years to do the Calcutta Metro Rail extension or so on. But lately there have been ventures like the Delhi Metro and some of the other projects where we've been able to successfully and quickly produce these projects. So that's the basic objective, is to understand about every aspect of what's involved in developing an infrastructure, such as politics, financial situation, availability of land, routing, utilities, architecture. So there are all lot of disciplines that are involved in producing a good infrastructure project. So what the school has done is it has integrated itself as a multidisciplinary school and uses professors from different departments to teach different aspects of an infrastructure project.
It's very interesting of the school.
So today, students generally choose the most sought after path, the most sought after career path. How do you advise them to choose passion over such careers, such safe careers?
Okay. It's very natural that students will select the available sought after paths. It's very natural. But the key is that any path you choose, develop a passion for it. Do it with full passion. But if you're not happy with what you're doing, then go into what you're happy with. So you must be happy with whatever you're doing so that your passion stays with you. Okay? If one works for a company and is not happy with it, and you constantly complain about that company, that's not a good mix. Neither for you nor for the company that you work for. Okay?